Hey, it's Stu. It's time for wonderful spaceships like this. And yes, I said wonderful. I love this image in front of you, even though many don't. I felt the need to review this movie as so many people on the internet have bashed the crap out of it. I feel it is required that I give the Stu version of the shape of things to come. If I like the whole cast of a movie, the main cast, the support cast, if the whole gang is great, I'm basically reasonably happy with the movie. Everybody in this image is absolutely brilliant, especially Barry Morse, Carol Lynley, an absolutely brilliant cast. So I don't really understand why people feel the need to attack this movie so vigorously. Granted, it has almost nothing to do with H.G. Wells and the shape of things to come. And the movie gets 2 points taken away from it for misleading the audience like that. Basically, if you ignore the misleading title and think of this as Space 1999, The Next Generation, you will enjoy it. So that's basically the simple way of looking at this 1979 motion picture. Did I forget to mention that Jack Palance is in this movie? 10 years later, he would star in one of my favourite movies of the 1980s, Batman. He's a villain in both movies. Okay, what the hell is this movie all about? In the distant future, Earth is polluted by radiation, so mankind is now living on the moon. Jack Palance has plans of ruling the moon for his own evil purposes. That does sound familiar, doesn't it? So Barry Morse and his son jump on board a spaceship and try and do something about Jack Palance. And along the way in space, there are nice sort of character moments, very slow-paced, nothing too dramatic, but personally, I like those sort of moments, and Barry Morse is always outstanding. Carol Lynley in front of you is absolutely outstanding, but I found it a bit odd that she got billing over Barry Morse, since Barry Morse does a great deal more in the movie. Space 1999 was also about man now living on the moon, so it's not just Barry Morse this has in common with Space 1999. The movie really does feel like Space 1999, The Next Generation, and that's what I like about it, basically, in a nutshell. Granted, the movie is basically trying to rip off Star Wars, as were these two movies in front of you. And while these two movies in front of you had good things going for them, especially the music, these two films never had the great actors and characters in the shape of things to come. And that's my view, at least. In regards to Star Wars, this guy does seem like he's about to be the next Luke Skywalker. That's my personal opinion, at least. I'm not sure about that. I have heard reports that Sylvia Anderson of Space 1999 was originally going to be helping make this movie, but then she pulled out. I don't have confirmed reports of this, but that's what I've heard. Sylvia Anderson was originally going to help make this movie. When Canadians ask me what science fiction from Canada do I like, I often say this movie. If you compare this to Things to Come, you will hate it. If you compare it to Space 1999, you will love it. I give this 7 out of 10. Stu from Australia, signing out.